So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd every...
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already. As they blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On the ground, Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the 16, Breeze to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Bang, bang, bang. Kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Break it down, fellas, break it down.
Here we go with Kamara. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Spins past him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 56 yards. And the
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Breeze now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brad McDougal. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is ready.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A give. This is Kamara. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To throw, it's Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Here's Breeze to throw. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. A 10th carry for Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Now Breeze. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So that one will be accepted. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. And that is incomplete here.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Alex Anzalone, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And how about this one out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Able to spin free. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. David Onyemata in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Trey Hendrickson. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike, 95, 56.
Hey, watch your leg.
Here we go. 2 kills.
Hey, seam 6.
Breeze now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Looks good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. They run for it with Carson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut.
Now Breeze lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will get them one closer. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Switch up, switch up. Shift. No. Hey, kill. Wait a second.
Now Kamara. And some room to run now. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 52 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, it's caught right side. Dixon. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Carson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions.
And he's got it. caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, this is Kamara. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans! Alvin Kamara, 43 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he spins through. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. A.J. Klein, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To throw is Wilson. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Ready? Yellow lady. 65, 65.
Bree's going to throw here. Looking long for Thomas. They got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 95 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
47's the mark.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Put up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
380, good shot. Sight, 280. Sight. Fight! Ready! Relax, all right! Fight! Move the team!
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad big pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see my pesto. Throwing on my pesos. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, full of points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot.
Move the
Man,
team!
ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big skin when he stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no 6s. Hey, she want it like me cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy, yeah, I'm like, girl, you can count on him. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist. Points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Green 80! Green 80! Green 15!
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that?
Green 15!
I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back.
Green 80!
I'ma run it back. Friday payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's fast as the money low. I'm a ground man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like 10-fold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
S-T-R-O. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never but not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries, competition, shit, take shots, take no stage. Putting live on the winning side, ready to try. Vibe, is you down the ride, down the tide. You never know, you never try. Work it out, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you see that. On my hip is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase up the shoes. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase up the shoes. Now what I do, lace up the shoes, chase up the shoes.
What I do, my shoes, chase W's, great color coupes. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies out of grab, you can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit your team, shouldn't show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop. It's a long season. Ain't planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my hip is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase up the shoes. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase up the shoes. Now what I do, lace up the shoes, chase up the shoes. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What? Lady! Police! What? Lady!
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. Keeping it so glowing hill. I'm giving they souls the chills. My truly close shield. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. They burst off the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, bitch, this what? Right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. How about it? You want it too heavy, you got it. Go snatch your skirt, nigga. Rep for your drum. When you're supposed to pop in your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets. Do it. Ain't no for the weekend. Sweet, bitch, sugar. One man on me, but get deep. What you doing? I ain't damaged goods. Damn it out the clay. Do what you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Hooping in that glowing hill. I'm giving they souls the chills. My truly close shield. Storage treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. They burst off the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, bit this what? Right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, suspicious, I'm up in the pit. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Don't jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history, I'm this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, you see to get rich and dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or up bed. Do what you can to make it, next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Hooping in that glowing hill. I'm giving they souls the chills. My truly close shield. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. They burst off the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, bit this what? Right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know. Treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
Tight. 280, 390, tight.